Alan Stone is here. Welcome, Alan. Alan is a Seattle singer-songwriter who is rapidly gaining a national following. You're going to know this guy. In fact, soon he'll be seen by millions on the Conan O'Brien, by a few dozen on the Conan O'Brien.
Oh,
Never misses an opportunity, does he?
I'm kidding. Conan is hugely TiVo'd.
You may save Conan. You might be what it takes.
Could be it. Alan Stone, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Bob. I'm good. How are you?
Okay. Now, my son Keith knows you?
Yeah, I hope he would claim that. I know Keith.
I know Keith. I don't say he'll.
That's cool. Keith is always, I'm surprised he hasn't brought me your music yet, because Keith is how I stay like a fraction of a pubic hair away from completely unhip. Keith will bring me tapes and he'll go, "You have to hear this guy."
He brings you tapes.
No, well, I call them tapes.
That's how unhip he
I was
is.
going to say,
Yeah.
pubic hair is short.
brings
let
me
me fire up my
Yeah.
Victrola.
like what's your newest 45? What is that? Yeah. No, he will bring me things like he brought me Mika a bunch of years ago, and he'll bring me these artists. And you're one of those artists. You're a guy who people are starting to write articles about. You have a following, and I know you're going to be monstrous. But I will confess that I and probably the majority of our audience haven't heard you yet.
Yep.
And I've been warned that you don't sound like you look. So
Well, it is radio, so that's okay.
it is radio, but I mean, I'm thinking you have kind of a hippie look for a modern age. How old are you? Like 20 something?
24.
24, and you have the really long hair.
I do. I need a cut. I need to get a cut.
All right, but I mean, this is a look you've chosen, right?
It is the look that I've definitely woke up and chosen
And
today.
pretty much today
It switches.
it does switch. You
I
change.
was on Cube 93 earlier, and I was all FUBU'd out. I just put this on for years.
Had your bling.
I have my bling
Nice.
on, and
My son and I we're late on our language lessons. What does FUBU mean?
It's an athletic, African American inspired athletic recreational wear
Okay.
line of clothing.
And you're wearing
For us, by us. Is that right? Recreational.
Forest bias.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing a very Northwesty getup too. It does not match at all. It's a T-shirt, a plaid. What do you call that kind of
Flannel.
shirt?
Flannel,
A flannel
Bob. How
shirt.
many years you been here?
Yeah, and then a sweater from Goodwill. It looks like.
Hey, that's designer wool sweater.
Is
there.
it? Is it?
I
Well,
bet
it's one of
that-
those things that he could have either got at a secondhand store or spent like $800
Yeah, right.
on. Yeah, which is it?
You'll never know.
Okay.
Alan does not need to impress you, Bob. He doesn't need to impress anyone. That's not his game that he plays.
So, anyway, tell me about your music a little bit before you play us some of it, and your musical career, and how do you make it as an artist today? It's not like it used to be. You literally build a following. You use Facebook, you Twitter, you do all that, right?
Yeah, totally. I'm a soul singer, and so, yeah, my career up to this point has been based, or lack thereof, career. It's been based upon just playing my ass off. Excuse me,
No,
my
that's
butt
fine.
off.
It's perfectly cool.
As much as possible, playing
Ass
live.
is only one of the 9 dirty words, and we're cool with like
3 of them.
we only can't say 7 of them.
Oh,
So,
wonderful.
yeah. So, in other words, that's the old-fashioned way. You know, you've read Malcolm Gladwell, right?
Yeah.
So,
No.
tell me your philosophy about getting good.
Well, I think the more you play, the better you get, and I'm continuing to do that.
But that's wrong. Aren't you supposed to enter some reality show and pitch yourself against 4 other people with celebrity coaches?
Yeah, isn't that
and then
right?
you have a career.
Right, it's bona fide karaoke. You just
Yeah.
showed up and you pick a song and
Right.
you sing it well.
Your songs, what do you write about?
It's a lot of interpersonal stuff. Whether it's political or whether it's relationships or personal things.
So
I deal
you do
with.
both girls and the world.
A little bit of relationship, not a ton of that. It's a lot of interpersonal dealings with myself that I feel people can relate to.
Okay. And is it do you have like folk songs with messages about everybody loving each other or anything?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a folk singer.
I
You
wish
said-
somebody would
yeah.
do that again.
That's what I'm saying. You look at him and you think
Hippie.
hippie.
Yeah.
He said soul singer. Now, soul singer to me, I think Isaac Hayes. I think maybe Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
I think black people. Frankly, you don't look very black. Is that
No.
the, is that
What?
Come on.
He's Nordic.
Is that the kind of soul you're talking
That's
about?
the kind of soul I'm talking about.
Wow.
All right.
You're from Chihuahua, is that right?
He's from
Ch-
Chewbacca,
Chew-
Washington.
Chalupa, Washington.
What is it?
Chewelah, Washington.
Chewelah.
It's about 45 minutes north of Spokane.
Okay.
A little tiny stoplight and a
Up near
grocery
the
store
Okanagan,
and like
kinda?
8.
Yeah.
No, it's more so by like Colville and
Okay.
on your way up to Trail BC,
Okay.
395.
All right.
Hot
blinking
spot.
Blinking you through it. Yeah, hot spot.
That
Metropolis.
would explain the not black thing pretty well, too.
It would.
Yeah.
would.
In fact, blacks there are not very liked that much, right? So
No, we're good up there. We're
pretty good. We're good.
We
But
love
But I
all
noticed that as a soul
nationalities.
singer, you left town. That's all I'm just
you can
Well,
you
you-
can snowshoe to Hayden Lake pretty quickly from there. I'm just saying. All right. So your huge influences are Stevie Wonder, Prince, according to what I've read.
No, not so much Prince. Stevie, I love old 60s and 70s soul, like Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin. Before it got electronic, Prince is a little too 80s electronic soul.
Too much cheese.
I love me some Prince. Don't get me wrong.
Drum machiney, cheesy stuff.
Yeah,
not so much
I'm
for-
into the real music.
Okay. And in order to do that, you have to find grizzled, amazing veterans who are also in their 20s. And that's hard to do, isn't it?
Really hard to do. I somehow have done it.
Now you have Travis over here.
Trevor.
Oh, Trevor.
Trevor. We're just getting to know him. And he's a great guitar player.
Incredible.
And then who else do you have? A bass player,
I got a
keyboard?
bass player. I got 2 keyboard players. I got a trumpet player, a saxophone player, a
Damn.
drummer. We do it out, man.
All right.
We got a soul band.
You're going to play live for us, and then we're also going to play some of your music that was recorded when we air this interview. So he's the artist to watch. He's from Seattle. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Stone.